Hello, welcome everybody to a very special, very spooky episode of ImprovQuest. I'm John. I'm going to be the game master for tonight. And if everyone could introduce themselves.
Yeah, I'm Leeanne.
I'm Matthew Gagliardo.
I'm Taznee.
I'm Hunter.
Awesome. So on this hallowed eve, together we're going to weave a tale as old as time, one of horror wrought from a place joy should come. 4 people arrive at an amusement park thought demolished, but was in fact just abandoned deep in the woods of Pennsylvania. Porco's indomitable Fantasio, better known as PIP Park, is famous among theme park nerds for being a work of frustrated genius, or would be if those same enthusiasts and park obsessives didn't spend far more time talking about the incident which led to its closing and abandonment 20 years ago. The official story is a mass panic event occurred when a cloud of purple vapor exploded through the roof of the park's titular coaster, Journey to Fantasio. The attendees worked themselves into a terrified frenzy, believing the vapor to be a chemical attack. Many died in the ensuing chaos, and many more from fume inhalation in the weeks that followed. The internet theory mill went into its own special kind of overdrive when, years later, a study done involving several of the survivors indicated that a majority of them don't even remember going to Fantasio in the first place. Those that do have wildly different accounts, but all remember the same thing. The theme park's creator, Phil Porco, walking inside his titular ride, Journey to Fantasio, hand in hand with his young daughter Phyllis, even as the fumes spilled out, casually waving to somebody inside. The official story also has the park being demolished, but there are rumors that PIP Park is still out there, abandoned in the middle of the woods, not too far off the highway, reclaimed by nature, but always eager for new visitors. Tonight, for this game, we're going to be using a somewhat modified version of the Dread system. As you can probably see, there is a tumbling block tower here instead of dice. That's because this tower is going to be our dice. When a player does something that is dangerous, stressful, psychologically harmful, or just very much outside the wheelhouse of their characters, they will pull a block. When the tower falls, something bad happens. It could be a character death, it could be anything really, but it won't be good. And that's essentially the system. With that, I think we'll get started. So, it is a cold October night, 20 years to the day that the incident happened at Fantasio. And in this dark forest set very far in, and to a place where people don't really venture out to, there is a parking lot, a pretty expansive parking lot, but you can't tell by looking at it. It's overtaken by nature. And in that parking lot, a man starts to enter. And Matt.
Yep. So my name is Jeremy Derf. I was once a successful businessman, but after a tragic incident in my life, I just lost everything. I've been living on the streets. My character is he's about 5'10". He's 38, so he's not super old, but he's lived life. He's got sort of short brownish hair that looks like he obviously cuts it himself. A pretty shaggy beard that he has not really put much work into because he just doesn't own anything to be able to take care of that. And yeah, he is looking for a warm place to stay for the night.
And I think you probably see something that looks promising. There is an entrance. You can't quite see like fog settled over past this theme park entrance, but it's very much your standard, just like Porco's Porco's Park, and you can see there's kind of some shapes behind it, but a fog has settled in over it. past the line of turnstiles that you imagine that maybe at one point had like laughing families and kids kind of going through and bored teenagers working their summer job, taking tickets. Yeah, what do you do?
I walk up and is it cold where we are?
It's fairly
okay. So I'm probably like, shivering. I have the jacket that is just the only thing keeping me warm. It's a business jacket, not a outdoors jacket. And I'm just probably looking through any of the buildings. Do any of them look like they have enough, they're standing up enough that I could actually go in there and stay warm for a night?
Well, as you're looking and trying to see through that fog and through the gates and the kind of concrete wall around Fantasio, you hear a newcomer arriving behind you. Maybe at first you could probably think it's an animal of some kind, but let's do Taz. If you introduce your character.
Okay, hi everyone. My character's name is Bo Hunter. I am 17. I will be doing a different voice for this, but I'm just going to describe him as is. He grew up in an interesting family. He's an introvert, very into engineering, conspiracy theories. Most of his friends are on Discord. He's really into aliens and ghost hunting. His dad is a survivalist nut, so he taught him a lot about, even though he's kind of this, non-athletic kind of nerdy kid, he actually knows a lot about the outdoors and survival. His dad has hidden survival caches all over the town because he thinks that the end of the world could come at any point. So he's got some snacks that he took from one of his dad's caches that he knew about. So he's munching on a granola bar, and he's got a big bag with him that's filled with his ghost hunting gear, because he's known about PIP Park for quite a while. He's known that it has existed because he's been there before when he was a kid, and he had his own incident happen. Bo's been afraid to go back ever since. He's tried to forget about PIP Park, but he's never been able to. And he had a nightmare the night before that told him he needed to come back. So being in the spirit of things, he didn't want to seem conspicuous or get made fun of for ghost hunting. So he borrowed one of his sister's Halloween costumes, which was a sexy fox costume. And he figured if someone just saw him walking around that he'd think that it was just some teenage girl looking to like smoke up with her friends, and the other kids would leave him alone. And he's already torn his tights on the brambles, and he's not enjoying walking in heels.
Heels in the woods are hard, and as you're wandering through the woods, and you get up. I guess it's less wondering, because you know where you're going. And as you approach the park, you see probably something that evokes the opposite of a party. A disheveled 38-year-old man. Do you see her, or do you see Bucket first?
So I'm probably looking at the park. I would assume I would hear, it's Bo, right?
Bo.
Oh.
It's Bo.
I probably hear them walking up behind me.
Oh shit, my sister's gonna kill me.
But as I hear someone walking up to me, I just yell back and just say, I don't have any money on me. I've fought alligators before though, so stay back.
Whoa, okay, hi. Okay, old man, okay. I don't have any money. I don't want any trouble, okay?
You're just a kid, sorry. That's were you going to a Halloween party?
Yeah, it's me. Just me and my friends are gonna be here any minute to smoke joints and fuck around,
I haven't heard anyone else in the woods.
They're coming, I have friends.
Okay. I mean, it's like just the two of us out here, and I'm lost.
Mister, I know how to scream, all right? I don't want you to come near me.
I don't want to come near you. I'm looking for a warm place to stay. I don't want any trouble.
You want some food? I have some food from my dad's cash. Here's some jerky.
I take the jerky. As you give it to me, I look as if it was tampered, and then I just immediately eat it because I don't care at this point. I'm just so hungry.
And as you're munching down on this jerky, another kind of rustling from the exit side of the parking lot comes through. And Hunter, describe your character. Let's bring him to PIP Park.
So I am playing Tyler Garrison, former teen detective turned accountant / sad millennial. I was also at the park 20 years ago during the incident. I was there with some of my friends who were also part of my teen detective squad. And I was the only one who made it out of the park. So 20 years later, after a lot of therapy and kind of trying to process everything that happened, I've decided to just take a drive around, see if I can just see what I can find, try to get some closure. So I think I probably come in from the parking lot farther out. I think I drove here from after work, wherever, accounting firm.
And your car definitely is a lot dirtier than when it started. Probably a lot of scratches from the path that seems like the road end probably seemed a lot clearer than you expected for a place that's been abandoned for so long, but also not an easy thing to drive through.
Yeah.
And as you pull up into the parking lot, your lights kind of flood up against the sign for PIP Park, and illuminating the two people who are here already.
So I see these two people, and I think I take a moment of I don't know if I want to get out of my car. This seems like a really good idea when I first had it, and now I'm not so sure. But I'm here, and at least one of them is wearing some sort of wig situation, so I'm just gonna go out and try to keep my distance a little bit. So I exit the car.
Is the headlights shining towards us?
Yeah, I think so.
And just I put my hands up and just are you the cops?
No. Are you the cops?
No, no, I'm not the cops. I just don't want to get beaten up again for sleeping on a bench.
Oh, I don't think I would do that. And then I think also as I'm coming out the light, I see they were clearly not the cops. I'm oh, sorry. I'm just gonna walk around. Sorry, I didn't mean to just disturb whatever.
What's going on here?
Oh my God.
I just showed up. I don't know this old man at all.
This isn't anything weird. I was just looking for a warm place to stay, and this young lady.
I'm a boy.
This young boy came over to me and and just started talking to me. They said they have lots of friends.
Oh.
I do. I do. We're gonna go party. There's a lot of old people here, though, for some reason.
Fair enough, I guess.
Hey, I hate to do this. Do you have a sandwich or something?
I have a couple granola bars in my car.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Yeah, I'll take them.
I mean, if you don't want them.
You look like you need it more.
I haven't eaten in a while, except for some beef jerky, and I don't know how old this is. Has this been sitting in your pocket for a while?
No, it's from my dad's cash. It's one of those army ration packets.
Okay.
Here, do you want something? There's a dehydrated sandwich right here.
Yeah, I just started eating hungrily.
There's a bunch of REI packs as well, if you want.
Yeah, how much stuff do you have with you?
Well, I took one of I never know what's in my dad's caches. This one just had food in it, so I can just give you the food.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a house and a mom that cooks for me.
Oh God, that sounds so nice. I don't have a house. That place is gonna be in my house for the night.
That's really sad, mister. Here's another sandwich.
I think I go back to the car and a granola bar and a water bottle. I'm hey, here you go, man.
I'm walking with an armful of just.
We've got a bounty.
Best night forever. Are there non-food caches that your dad has?
Oh yeah, there's weapon caches, there's medical caches. If I can find my dad's cache with the camping gear, I'll give it to you.
That would be so great.
I'm just never sure. It's kind of like Russian roulette because I know where he's hidden them, but I don't know what's in them.
I used to have some camping gear, but then some teenagers slashed a hole in it because they thought it was funny.
That was probably Jimmy. He's an asshole.
He didn't stay around to say. He kicked me in the stomach and laughed and then ran away.
That was Jimmy. He made a TikTok about it. I saw you.
I don't know what TikTok is.
It's because you're old. It's okay.
I know what TikTok is. Not bad. Well, actually, I have no idea how old you are. It's kind of hard to tell.
I'm 38.
Sorry. Oh, I'm 36. Sorry.
Hey, you guys are really old.
I know what TikTok is. I'm not that old.
And as you try to explain really important things about yourself, hey, 2 years makes a big difference. And as you're discussing TikTok and Jimmy, a fourth and our final newcomer enters the parking lot.
I would have driven here as well in my Subaru Forester, and
Just living up to the name today.
that's right. My character's name is Dr. Natalie Corcoran. She is a pediatric ICU doctor, and a lot of her patients call her Dr. Cork, She was in her residency in a hospital nearby when the incident happened at the park, and she had a patient transferred from the ER who died with some symptoms that she really couldn't explain, and it's sort of been haunting her for years, and she's been researching on and off, and has trouble finding the records of things about this incident anymore. So she couldn't think of anything else but to come to the park. She's 47 years old, and she has like dark straight hair and is wearing like dark pants and a dark green sweater and her doctor's coat. And she's brought with her like a medical bag, and it has a little bit of like investigative stuff as well, like a medical examiner might have. She doesn't really know what she's gonna find at this park, but she's brought what she can to see what she can find. So.
All right, yeah. Then you all see a third person. Probably like, were any of you expecting to see people here, or is this all surprise?
No.
All right.
This is the most people I've actually talked to in like probably weeks.
Yeah. So she steps out of her car, and I walk over and I say, "Oh, I didn't expect to."
I raise my hands up.
Oh, sir. Sir, are you all right? You look like you might be failing to thrive a little bit.
Well, you're obviously not a police officer. That was the nicest thing anyone's said to me in a really long time.
Oh.
That you're failing to thrive?
Are you?
It's just nice to be seen.
Could I take your pulse real quick? You don't seem well.
Oh no, I haven't had water in probably a day or two.
Oh my gosh, I have a water bottle. It looks like you have a lot of research.
I acquired them recently.
Are you a real doctor?
I am. Do you need anything? You're a boy.
I am. Thank you for noticing. I am wearing my sister's costume. But I am a boy.
I don't know how you identify.
You're really
I'm
pretty.
sorry.
I mean, but
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're a real doctor?
I am.
That means you're smart?
You could see by her jacket.
Well, yeah, but I'm in a costume because it's the Halloween season, so she could also be in a costume. But that's
Halloween? What?
That's really cool that you're a doctor. That's so cool because you're smart and you're a girl and you're pretty and hi.
Oh, hi. It's so good to meet you.
Hi,
What's your name?
It's good to meet you too. I'm Bo. My name is Bo Hunter. My dad's weird. That's why he named me that.
Good to meet you, Bo. Do you feel safe at home, sweetheart?
Yeah, no.
Okay,
I love my parents. They're good people. My dad wanted me to be like a hunter and play football, but I have weak bones. So But I build things. I'm smart too.
You're
I can
smart,
I can
yeah.
build a lot of stuff.
You're a smart kid.
Did he wants you to be a hunter, but your last name is Hunter?
Yeah. No, my sister's name is Buck.
Okay.
Buck Hunter.
Okay, I wasn't sure
His-
if he named the Hunter part because he was hoping for it or it's just a family name.
They're all hunters.
That was I don't know how it started, but my dad's name is Axe.
Axe Hunter?
My mom's name is Margaret, so it doesn't really go.
Margaret Hunter?
Yeah.
She probably married in, right?
Yeah.
That's
well,
how
yeah.
how it went.
Yeah. Are you trying to say that?
No,
that
I don't know.
my parents were
I was trying to-
incest?
I was-
Because that's.
No.
This
I
isn't
understand.
West Virginia. This is Pennsylvania, buddy.
It's very different.
I don't like your tone.
I look very red right now. I'm deeply embarrassed.
You don't look inbred to me, just to say.
I really think that's so nice of you to say. That's all. I'm gonna take that as you find me handsome.
Well, legally, wait, you're 17. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Well, I try to be careful.
I like older women.
Well, okay.
I'm deeply uncomfortable.
As Tyler's uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable. Everyone's uncomfortable.
As everyone kind of just gets to sit and how uncomfortable they are for a moment, you hear from the other side, it seems like not that far from the other side of the turnstiles, a loud scream. A scream of pain as much as a scream of fear.
Is that your friends?
No.
Help! So, I think I hear somebody. Help! Can you help us? She's hurt. I don't know what to do. Help!
I'd sprint over there because I'm a doctor.
I sprint over too with my tactical cache of food and ghost hunting gear.
I do like a light jog behind them while eating one of the dried sandwiches. I'm not like rushing to be the first one there.
Are you falling right
Oh,
over
yeah.
too?
Yeah.
As you get through the turnstile, night becomes day. The sun is in the sky. The fog is gone. The park, like expanding behind you or in front of you, looks run down, but not like reclaimed by nature like everything else around you has. More immediately, you see 4 people, maybe 10 feet away from the turnstile entrance. One is a young woman, maybe like 21 or so, blonde, dressed very kind of stylishly, with like a puffy golden jacket and shorts. And she is leaning up against a park map that looks like it's been graffitied like over and over again. And she's bleeding profusely from her upper thigh. You see the person you recognize is probably the person who's calling for help. A scrawny, kind of round-faced kid. He just exudes like the word snotty. He's got hair that's been dyed blue, and he was the one who's like shouting. He's waving you over. And then right next to him is a much heavier set man, much older, maybe middle-aged, and wearing strangely just like very business casual, but kind of dirtied from just having to walk through the woods. And he has a face that looks very similar to the blue-haired kid. And then last, kind of starting to run over to the blonde girl who's injured is another woman who's tall, broad-shouldered, West Asian. She has very short brown hair and is wearing kind of military surplus gear. And she takes a rag that does not look like it's meant to do anything medical and is trying to wrap that rag around in fact, it's one of you might recognize it as a cloth you would clean like a camera with, or camera lens with. And she's trying to like pull it tighter and tie it around the injured girl's thigh. And the blue kid sees you. I was like, oh, thank God. Do any of you have a single? Like you have cell phones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Why? Okay.
Can you call the police? Call emergency? Call somebody?
Yeah. I think take
My
up my
girlfriend
phone.
Nicole, she's really hurt. I think there's like a wolf or something in one of these rides. I don't know. Like I'm kind of freaking out. But as he says he's freaking out, he's like also recording this on his phone. He's just kind of holding his phone like right up to his head, just kind of like trying to slyly film everything.
That's weird. My phone has no bars.
And yeah, there's no bars.
Okay.
It's not even giving you the sometimes you can get that little SOS option when there's no service. But there's not even that right now. It is like you have stepped away from any sort of connection or safety.
Did the phones have bars before we entered the park?
I would say probably, yeah.
Okay.
Like if any of you check
Cool.
them or
They
just
did
listen
because
to
I made a
music.
TikTok.
Exactly.
I don't have a cell phone. I have like a journal on me where I write my thoughts, but that's about it.
Well, if you drew bars on the journal, it would still have those bars.
Okay.
Sometimes you can call 911 even with no bars. I can try. No, it's not working.
As the taller woman, she kind of like stoops down after she like ties off the cloth, and you see her push aside, almost to make room for you all, a bag that has a pretty professional camera on top of it, and like a boom mic pole that's not connected to a boom mic. She's like pushing away, and she probably looks directly to Natalie. Like, is that a costume or are you a doctor?
Yeah, I immediately, like I say, I'm a doctor, and I run in there to go take care of the patient. I whip open my bag, and, truthfully, I don't know medically. I know this is one of the things that's most fucked up in movies where they, like, don't get it right, and I don't know. But in character, I would know, so I do that.
Probably get some, like, antiseptic on the wound.
Yeah, I definitely have, like, bandages and gauze and things. And
The woman like hisses out in pain as you start to like fix up the wound.
oh yeah, I probably would have said like I'm about to put this. I'm announcing myself.
Do you want to bite into a dehydrated sandwich so that you don't scream?
No, that's weird. I just want to get out of here.
We didn't see any of you just minutes ago. Where did you even come from?
The tall woman again steps up and is like, when we came here to, we heard about this park in the woods. This little brat over here, he wanted to film a video, and we came through and we can't get out. Like, I was trying to tell him not to call for help, actually, because I didn't want more people to be in this situation. But you could probably try for yourself, but there's no way out.
I knew it. I knew there was a rift in time in this location. Dimitri's here.
It's just this. That's a big, big leap.
I'm sorry, it was all over the Reddit forums that there was this conspiracy that a rift in time is actually what happened during the incident, and people got sucked in, and every 5 to 10 years the rift reopens, and I lost my best friend. I lost my best friend 10 years ago when we came here with a Ouija board, and I'm back here to try to find him.
Natalie looks up from her patient. She asks the people who are here, "What year is it?"
It's 2020.
Ooh. It's not 2020 for us, right?
No, it's
It's
2024.
modern day. Yeah, it's. I think I'm gonna hold on to that for a second. I'm also gonna look behind me to see like the entrance that we came through. Is it daylight on the other side, or is
It's daylight on the other side, yeah.
Okay.
And there's nothing obvious blocking it.
Okay.
I have a question. Is 2020, are they in the reality of COVID also?
Why are you wearing a mask?
We all die from
January 2020.
You still have time.
The tall one, her name is Nissa. Nissa was like, well, I mean, I wanted to, but blue hair over here is against that. And he's the one paying, so I didn't bring it. Feel kind of dumb about that.
Paying for what? Paying for the video or paying for?
Yeah. No, he's what's your stupid fucking name like for the YouTube again? The blue haired kid looks like it's Mango. You know? You guys ever heard of Mango?
I've heard of Mango.
No, I don't mean the fruit. I don't mean the fruit people. It's like the live streams. You know, I play a lot of like GTA, and I go like explore abandoned places sometimes.
Yeah, asshole, I've heard of you. I've watched your streams. You're a dick.
Oh, it's always good to meet a fan.
Not a fan.
Well, you watch my videos, right?
Well, I mean, everyone's watched your videos,
Exactly.
but you totally use cheat codes.
I mean, it's meant to be fun. Videos are meant to be. Why am I talking about this? I'm just, Dad, can we? Dad, can you talk to them? I need a moment. I'm kind of freaking out. And then the older gentleman steps forward. He's like, I'm you done? Nice to meet you.
I shake his hand.
He like takes his hand, kind of wipes it a little bit.
Oh no, that's understandable. I haven't showered in a long time.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But how can you help us get out of here? Because I have meetings tomorrow, for one thing, and Nicole here is injured, and that's going to be a suit if we don't get her out of here in time. So,
What
can you
happened
do for us?
to Nicole?
Well, we went into the first ride over there. He points over to a ride that looks like it looks like a treehouse. But they didn't bother building like the tree part to hold up the treehouse ride system. So it's just like branches sticking out directly from the ground, and then the entrance, it has like that kind of like cobbled together wood of like that kids might have banged together, and it just says Pip's Clubhouse in like cartoony like rainbow letters. We were walking through that ride, and I don't know, I didn't really see anything, but I guess Nicole said it was a wolf. Or like a dog or a coyote or I don't know, some other thing with like fangs that you get in the woods. I don't know woods well. I don't really like the woods very much.
From the wound, can I tell if it's like a bite?
It looks more like she's been clawed.
Okay.
But there is only like one gash, maybe a couple small scratches. Like whatever clawed her had like one longer claw than the rest.
Okay.
I mean, are wolves even like common around here? I haven't. I've been laying in the woods and I haven't been eaten by a wolf yet.
I mean, I don't think they're uncommon, but I also think in the middle of the day feels uncommon.
It could be a rabid wolf.
Well, I hope not, because I do not need a rabies scandal again. That's going to be too much.
Sorry, again?
We don't need to talk about that. Everyone involved is under an NDA. In fact, now that I mentioned it, I probably have to put you under an NDA too when we get out of here. No, but I mean it. $10,000 to each of you if you can get us out of here. I mean that.
I mean, just why can't you just walk out the gate?
I mean, go for it. Go try. Walk out the gate.
I go walk over to the gate and I just push it.
As you step like through so that the turnstiles are like kind of open. You don't really even have to really open a gate. You can just kind of walk through the turnstiles. But as you get up to the turnstile, you just bang against like an invisible wall.
I like feel around to see like is there like a full like invisible wall like as high as I could reach up?
As high as you can reach up. And the wall also has just like a little bit of give. It feels almost less like pushing against like glass or plastic and almost more like a warm cloth or skin.
I just start like pushing with all my might against it. And I yell out, I'm just like, I'm not joking. I can't walk forward.
I run forward and I have a little device with me, like a little, it kind of looks like a stethoscope, but it's got this little box attached to it with this little dial. And I run up and I stick the dial or the stethoscope part to like the invisible shield.
What does the device like measure?
It measures electromagnetic fields. Wow, this is off the charts. This is an ectoplasmic shield. This is ghosts we're talking about, people.
It's probably just low pressure system. Like, I mean, it's just Sorry, I'm not to.
Look at the charts.
That's just a little box with a dial on
It
it.
is not just a little box with a dial on it, homeless guy. This is off the charts. This is inhuman.
It's Jeremy.
Jeremy, this could be an alien shield here.
That's just you went straight from nothing to like 11.
Jake turns, or Mango turns and like, that's what I said, aliens, right? Like it has to be aliens.
Wait, you believe in aliens and ghosts too?
I mean, of course. Why wouldn't I? They're real.
Okay, I take back saying you're a jerk. We're cool now.
Okay, we're cool. I appreciate that. Do you have like an Insta or anything? Do people still use Insta and whatever you're
Are you on Discord? I'm on a couple different alien ghost Discords.
I got
Some of the
banned
big
from
ones.
Discord, but I am on Insta, so
Okay.
do that.
What's your handle? Mine is Ghostboy69. It was the only one left.
Mine's Mango69.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Can't
know.
imagine the DMs you guys are getting.
I have no idea what they've just said. It was.
I got half of it.
I understand you were speaking English, but it feels like a different language.
This cuts in like I know what they're saying, and it still sounds like a different language to me. So I feel that. I get that. It's not easy.
How's Nicole doing?
Oh
Yeah.
Nicole's. She looks pale. She's still breathing kind of heavy, and she kind of sits up more against the sign, the like kind of graffitied park map. And she looks a lot calmer now that she's not like bleeding out. But her eyes are fluttering, like she's like close to falling asleep just from like the shock and the blood loss. I don't know. This is because I don't know what to do with her. I don't think we should go back to the playhouse. I was just going to try to find somewhere sheltered to put her in, but I don't know. This is a little beyond my purview.
Is there anyone else here that you guys have run into?
No, it's just the four of us. We thought it was abandoned. I thought it was demolished, but I guess it's just abandoned.
We don't want to leave a bleeding victim for a hungry wolf to find again, so you might want to put her somewhere high up where the wolf can't get her. Kind of like how you put food up when you're camping away from bears.
Oh yeah, no, that's smart. That's yeah.
Or you could hide it in a dumpster. People rarely look in dumpsters.
Is that where you go a lot, mister?
That's their protection on all four sides and a lid. That's a pretty sweet deal.
We're not going to put Nicole in a
I'm
dumpster.
concerned about the risk of infection in a dumpster.
So I wasn't sure how long I'd be here, so I do have a hammock. Sorry I kept that from you, mister, but I just didn't know if I was going to be here late. But we could wrap her in the hammock and maybe put it up high.
I mean, or at the very least, like we use that to carry her if we need to, like go anywhere. We haven't like I've been kind of going around trying to test like parts of see if we can get through whatever this like wall or barrier is. So I haven't gotten that far with that yet. I think we should. Well, now there's more of us, maybe not, but at least when it was just me and these three, I was just trying to keep us together as much as possible, not stray too far. Because honestly, I'm just trying really hard not to freak out right now, because they're all freaking out or acting like idiots, and I cannot be the only sane one here right now. I'm sorry that you all got drawn into this, but I can't pretend like I'm not kind of glad to see a doctor, and like you seem like you know what you're doing. You came into the woods dressed.
I know. I thought I didn't want the other kids to know I was ghost hunting, so I wanted to pretend like I was out here to smoke weed and make out with boys or something, and they'd leave me alone.
I mean, you look great for what it's worth.
Thanks. It's my sister's costume.
I might have some spare, I might have a pair of spare boots in my bag if you want to change out from the.
Oh my God, thank you.
They're gonna probably be too big for you.
These heels are too small for me, so that would be
I
great.
was gonna say you walk pretty well in them though. That's like I can't walk in heels that well.
I practiced about a week before just so that the teenagers wouldn't, suspect that I wasn't like a college girl or something.
That's good commitment.
It's method acting, I think is what it's called. I thought I'd try it.
Nissa goes to one of like the bags. It looks very much like a military like sling over the shoulder bag, and pulls out a pair of they're kind of busted looking old boots. And she hands them over to you. It's okay. I don't know. What should we do next? As she starts to say that, a loud kind of jingling noise happens, and then the sound of something exactly like that. And it's a jingling noise that is not just Bo's ear, like cat ears. And then like a whirring to life. It sounds like a generator being turned on, and then a series of other things kind of clicking together and starting to come up. Way off in the distance, the very classic like theme park like little swing ride starts to swing around. Lights start to come up. Pip's playhouse, not that far away, erupts into just like a really annoying kind of cheery sing song. There's lights everywhere, music everywhere, just a complete cacophony of machinery and noise and music.
Holy crap!
That's good news, right? That means someone's here. So,
I mean, someone's here. I don't know if it's good news.
I mean, it's a park owner, operator. I don't know anything about this place.
Surprised this stuff's still operating in 2020 even.
It's probably not safe to get on any of them.
I would definitely say not. Jake though is like the second he was like started to kneel down next to Nicole and comfort Nicole a little bit, but when things come on, he's immediately just like up and like on his phone, recording everything. He looks to Nissa and is like, Nissa, come on, get the camera. This is good shit. Come on, we're gonna get so many subscribers from this. And Nissa is having none of it. She's just kind of looking in some shock and awe. Her brows kind of furrowed in thought. It's like, I don't think, well, all these rights turn on at once, right? That's what it looked like to you all. I mean, how many people would you need to do that? You didn't see anybody.
Is there like a main switch probably? Like, I don't know. I don't run a theme park.
I have no idea. This is, maybe we can get out now though? I don't know, like, God, I wish I hadn't skipped science classes in school all through high school. Fuck.
You
I'm
guys,
sure it would have helped.
I think we probably should do something with Nicole before we investigate. While you guys were talking, I took the high heels and I took some of my dad's tactical rope and I tied them together. And I think that this heel can work as like a grappling hook and like stick to a branch. We could put the hammock on it and hang her.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, but if we do that, then we also theoretically have to leave her or just wait here until whatever happens next happens. And actually say that almost as if the park can hear her making this statement. In the sky, anyone looking kind of out to the park can see it. This guy there, it looks like lips being drawn into the air. And then a little mouth seems to open. A long tongue unfurls from the sky and flings something out of it. As it starts to fall, you can tell it's the shape of a body. And as this body falls, it hits the ground right in front of you and then bounces in a way that's a little unnatural, like a little crunch and like boop, boop, boop. And the body rolls as it stops face down on the ground.
I immediately check if they have a pulse.
Not only do they don't have a pulse, they don't seem to be injured at all. There's no like falling. This body probably fell from at least like 100, 200 feet up, and it looks essentially uninjured. Mm-hmm. And as you test the pulse, it feels like the skin feels oddly rubbery, like more like a good bouncy ball texture than like skin texture. and has kind of like blondish hair and a gold puffy jacket.
Was there like a parachute accident? I'm like freaked out when I see that. I was like, he's dead, right? That guy's dead.
Guys, that's not a he, that's a she.
I don't think this is human skin.
This looks oddly like Nicole.
And as you say that, you hear like a buffalo, because its face is on the ground, so it's saying something, but it's saying it right into the content.
Flip it over, I guess. Terrifying.
All right, moving it over. It looks up. It is a perfect recreation of Nicole. Like the face is perfect, like a wax statue, and it just looks up with kind of dead eyes. Its mouth is open, and it's saying something, but the lips aren't moving. It just says, "I'm gonna write again."
We should probably leave, right? That's weird.
Yeah.
Two more bodies, thud, thud, roll right in front of Tyler.
Okay. We should go somewhere not with falling bodies, but I am curious, like, what do the bodies look like?
You'll pull a block.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. Oh, first black pull.
Okay, odds are pretty good. What is the technique? Do we go in the middle?
I sort of like tap until I feel a loose one.
Here we go.
So you don't recognize them at first because they don't look like how they should. They look a lot older than they should. But it's Josh and Nikki.
Shit.
But it looks like they've been kind of recreated in a what would they look like now depiction. They look your age and not, the like young like teens, the preteens they were when you left the park. Josh kind of like, as you roll over, goes, "I'm on the case," and Nikki, again unmoving, just kind of staring up, blank-eyed. "Friendship is the best mystery of all."
Tyler takes like 3 steps back and like falls over, and it's like, holy shit.
Do you know them?
They were my friends who I thought they died here at the park. Fuck.
Were they rubber before?
I think that snaps Tyler in what is almost a panic attack. Like, come on, man.
I don't know.
Is this why you lost your job, mister? Because you're really stupid?
No, I'm very malnourished. I wouldn't consider myself stupid. I'm not smart, but I'm definitely like, I've survived long enough. But I mean, how, you said they're your friends.
Yeah, they died when I was here.
As you're explaining this, another one
We have to go inside somewhere.
rolls right in front of you. It's in a perfect business suit. And this one's facing up at you. It's you but clean, and in just like a fantastic like 3-piece suit. And as it kind of rolls over, it goes, "Happy birthday, Lila. What do you want to ride first?" In your voice.
I immediately just kick it. I just said, no, and I kick.
All right, pull a block for me. Let's see how this kick goes.
Want to feel for it. Oh God. Oh God,
That's good, short.
Might be a little sticky. As you kick it, it goes, your little double goes, "I'm sorry I couldn't take you to Hershey Park this year. I hope this place is okay."
I basically, after I kick it, I just sort of like fall back on the ground and just sort of do like one of these, put my head in my hands. And
you see another opening, another tongue rolling out, flicking out, this body tumbling down, careening. This one careens straight down, as with intent and purpose, directly in front of Natalie.
Okay, Natalie has been like almost reacting to like check their vitals each time, but now she's seen enough of them that she's like, okay, these aren't people, but what is it? Who is it?
It's a kid you'd recognize, a kid you failed to save not like 20 years ago, almost to the day. And as the kid, it's almost like the double reacts to your presence. Like as soon as you've like recognized it, just, when I grow up, I want to make rides just like these.
I just kind of stare. I don't know. I kind of give a little bit of a 1,000-yard stare directly into the kid's face.
As you do that, there's another roll. This one with blue hair, another roll. This one in kind of heavier set in his suit, roll. Nissa's like double, just kind of rolling over, and then another, more coming that you don't recognize. Each saying something as they like hit and roll and go face up.
Can I run forward and shout at the face?
Yeah.
No. Give me back my friend, you asshole!
So you do that. The little lips in the sky curl, just a sly little smile. Tongue rolls back out, flicks, and then another body comes tumbling. Actually, multiple come tumbling, but only one rolls and like rolls out right in front of you, like a red carpet.
So do I know who it is?
Yeah, what did your friend look like?
Well, we were 10, so Dimitri, he had like spiky hair with the little blonde tips because I was cool back then. And he was kind of a skater kid. He wore like Jinko jeans and like a Limp Bizkit t-shirt all the time. That was his favorite band. He was like kind of chubby, but like he was tough. Yeah, that was my best friend.
Looks a lot like your friend, but like similar to Josh and Nikki for Tyler. They're like, this friend is a little older, like closer to your, has grown up a little bit. Some of that chub is gone. He's more in shape. The Limp Bizkit shirt has been changed out for a Smash Mouth shirt, but otherwise it's very similar. So it's like, this is the best ride in all of Pennsylvania. Thanks for taking.
Dimitri?
Hi. Do you want to go on a ride?
Dimitri, do you know who I am?
Man, why would you go to Hershey Park when there's a place like this so close and right off the highway?
Dimitri, what was the nickname you used to call my sister? Tell me something about yourself that only we know.
Just $5 per ride for a fast pass and $55 for a season pass.
Give me back my friend, you asshole!
Are there still like bodies falling?
It paused for a moment, and I'll have you pull a block. But bodies in a moment are going to be falling.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, when the angle is like that, I'm totally fine if people need to help since it's not the optimal tumbling block tower angle.
Yeah.
It's such a hard name to say. If only there was like a one-word name for this game.
like a brand or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere
blocky?
Is there anywhere we can take shelter from the bouncing bodies situation?
The closest is Pip's Playhouse.
Okay.
And as more bodies fall, none of them seem to be falling on you. Like you've been pretty lucky with that, or maybe it's not luck. But the bodies that are falling kind of between you and Pip's Playhouse have made a sort of perfect lane right to there. And bodies are continuing to fall. They're starting like enough that it's very clearly making a path for you.
I think did you put Nicole in the hammock?
We, at this
I don't
point,
think there was time.
We haven't? Okay.
we haven't.
Okay,
But we can roll her in the hammock and just pick the
Pick her
hammock
up.
up and carry it. So
Yeah, as Anissa runs over to help you with that.
we kind of like
Carry.
yeah.
And the whole time she's just like, what the fuck?
I don't know, man.
Are they like? Is it getting more like more and more starting to fall? Does it look like any of them are going to potentially like hit us?
None seem to be hitting you, but it definitely is kind of, as they fall, and as you look like past, like more falling in the background. It's gone from what maybe is a few people jumping off a satellite and skydiving straight to Earth. It's gone from that to slowly building up to like precipitation around the park, like expanding far, as far as you can see, essentially, but not outside of the park. Nothing seems to be going past the little barrier into the woods around it. And as you kind of pull the body, Lisa's just going, what the fuck? Jake, Drew, come on, let's go. Help me with Nicole. And Jake is freaking out, but does start to kind of run. Probably just runs right towards the entrance to the playhouse. He is disinterested in helping out Nicole.
I changed my mind. I think he's an asshole again.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
As we're like plugging Nicole.
Yeah, I can tell you that you are right, 100% right. Let's just go. Drew, how about you? Come on, let's go. And Drew is just staring up wide-eyed, open-mouthed at the impossible thing happening.
I think, no, I guess I'm helping Nicole, so never mind.
I didn't grab anyone, but I just ran from that. Like I like ran away from the visage of myself towards the entrance. Like I'm just trying to get away as fast as possible.
Everyone's heading to PIP Playhouse, or wait, where's
Yeah,
that?
I'm just kind of supervising the carrying of Nicole and walking with
You
her.
have other skills.
Yeah.
I think I'd yell at Drew again just to try to get him to come with us.
Drew is he is still staring in shock. Not.
You guys got her for a second, and I shift more of the weight to Nicole.
We got her.
And I run back to Drew, and I'm like, come on, and I physically try to like...
He like kind of lets himself be pulled a little bit, but is very much trying to he is just staring. Like this is gonna be a slow drag. If you wanna get him there fast, you're gonna have to pull.
Okay, I'll pull. This feels like a block pull. oh, the pull.
Yeah.
Oh, not physically and,
I mean, I
and
guess
a block pull.
both are true here. Ugh. Let's be careful to sneak in a sip.
I mean, do you like Drew that much?
I have to believe I don't want him to die immediately after meeting him. Oh, okay, this one's good.
You're a kid detective. You always want to make sure that people are safe.
Exactly.
He's a grown man.
Well, he was a grown. He's a grown man detective.
Grown man, former detective, former aspirational Boy Scout hero.
You're able to pull him. Like he starts to he's still fully just watching the precipitation of these rubber bodies being flicked out of the sky, but he is kind of stumbling and running along with you.
Okay.
You have to guide him the whole way there
Yeah.
because he is not moving.
I'm not being particularly gentle. I'm mad at him at this point also.
And as all of you reach this entrance, the dark entrance of Pip's Playhouse, then bodies start to fall into the lane behind you, the little path it made. You notice the bodies are starting to fall enough that they're making little piles, and then piling and piling until right as Drew gets through, two hit right in front of the door, and then another and another, and the last one looks exactly like you. And right before all the light from outside is cut off by the bodies piling up against the entrance, it looks over and goes "Welcome to PIP Park. We can't wait to play with you."
So we're in the dark now.
It's what you see in front of you is not dark. It is looks like a ride entrance. There's kind of the last bit of a line into a kid-friendly dark ride. But it looks like they didn't spend that much time trying to decorate it. So it's lit with some kind of purple and green lights. There is a very bland, very ordinary ride system coming through of 4 carts. That again looks like they didn't make any effort to make it look like it's themed around this tree park. It's pulling in the line just kind of zigzags, and then is the carts for you to go on to. But it's dimly lit, but lit.
Okay.
Is the ride currently running?
It is, yeah. And you can kind of hear sing song coming from wherever the first themed room it's going to is. Which is just off of, like, if you're looking at the ride system itself, it's just off to the right.
I sort of compose myself, and I'm just like, that probably doesn't normally happen, right?
Probably not.
It's like a mass hallucination. You're a doctor, right? That's a thing, right?
Yeah, well, it's unusual for people to share the same hallucination.
We all saw bodies falling from the sky, right?
Was there anything I heard some people say, like hallucination-wise, that resembled any of this in the past when I was treating patients? Okay.
I think what you would know from the kind of the eyewitnesses that were coming through the ER is basically that there was the purple smoke that kind of erupted out of the Sphere Journey to Fantasia roller coaster. The purple smoke billowed out. Some kind of settled over the park. People thought it was a gas attack or chemical attack of some time. This was 2004. You know, anthrax was being sent in the mail. People were kind of scared of this kind of thing. But everyone like rushed to leave. And just kind of most of the injuries were just people trampling over each other on the rush to leave. And they were able to leave. And then some from like fume inhalation that you would have been told was just, basically just someone inhaling too much like exhaust fumes. It's like a similar effect. But no hallucinations were.
Okay. Gotcha. Because I guess you were saying like maybe people experienced that at the time, but I didn't hear anything. Like nobody said anything that made me think that was the case.
Nothing that like. I think some of like the kids you treated might have had some kind of wild stories, but maybe
it's probably not different from like if they had a really high fever or something, and we're talking weirdly.
Or just were like trying to process the shock of what they went through. But it seemed like a fairly the weirdest thing about it was that the smoke was purple. Everything else was just like, oh, this was a mass. Like everyone thought it was one thing and panicked.
I start looking for a different way out, like immediately.
When the ride system goes into the kind of the next room, there's like a big black, what looks like a black wall, but when the cart gets up to it, the wall like kind of opens up in a very classic dark ride kind of way, and you can you can kind of see into the next room, but not without getting onto the rails or into one of the carts. But there's no other immediately obvious like exit or emergency exit. Drew is just standing like stone-faced, pale, just kind of staring at the ride as it's coming through. Jake is freaking out. Nicole is like being comforted by Nissa, but a little like looks barely conscious. And Nissa just looks like, what the fuck was that?
Your guess is as good as ours. I'm assuming that has not happened since you've been here.
No, it's been, I don't want to say normal, because you all saw this place. It's not like normal, but it's, nothing like that. Just the wolf, which, by the way, the wolf was in here. So just keep an eye out. If it was a wolf, she could have just cut herself on something as she was running and got scared.
No, that definitely is an animal scratch. I know my dad showed me how to track animals, and based on how rigid the lines are, that's from a claw.
All right, well then, we should keep an eye out for a wolf, I guess. Do you have any weapons on you?
I have some weapons, and I've got a flare right here. Why are you looking at me like that? My dad's a survivalist.
I know, and I'm very happy your dad's a survivalist right now.
You guys, if someone wants to take care of this, I took my buddy's wallet chain off of him, and I want to test it to see what it's made of.
Off the rubber version?
Yeah,
of your
off the
buddy?
rubber one, because I know it's not the real Dimitri, but I want to know what it is. I've got a little travel chemistry kit with me too, and I just kind of want to see what it's made of, to see if it's from this world or if it's made of ectoplasm or maybe something out of this world. Well, don't look at me like that.
Listen.
Ghosts are real.
At this point, ghosts are real.
Who has the gear here?
I mean, you're like, how do you fit that all in just a clutch? Like,
It's not a clutch, it's an inflatable duffel.
It's
Everything I got it at REI, everything folds.
I mean, it's so compact.
This is my foldable machete. Here.
Oh my God, it's so sharp.
Yeah, be careful with that.
How is that inflatable?
If maybe you could pack we can get some weapons around or something just to defend ourselves with, and then if you wanna, I don't know, play chemistry nerd over there in the corner, I won't stop you.
I would resent that, Mark, but I consider nerd to be a compliment. So here's my inflatable flare.
Okay, thank you. I mean, I don't need this. I'm okay. But here, do you want this flare?
Yeah, I'll take the flare.
No, I got my 9mm on me, so I think I'm covered.
That I'm not allowed to have. My dad locks those away.
Yeah, that's for the best. Yeah.
I have a flashlight. It's not particularly heavy, but it's just, I could use it to hit things if.
Okay, that works. And
I have my phone in my wallet and now an inflatable machete.
Maybe I could take some of the stuff that I have. I like to build things. Maybe I could see what I have and we could make a trap. You'd have to give up some of the food I gave you.
I mean, I guess I could. I ate a lot of it already.
Okay, well, if you've got anything left, we could just, maybe I could make some kind of a trap. I have to see what I have.
I pull out just the jerky, the first thing you gave me.
That's perfect. Okay, let me, rifles through his bag to see.
And there's a sizable bite taken out of it as well.
And are you trying to do the full, you said you pulled the chain. Was it the chain off of the Dimitri?
Yeah, he pulled the wallet chain because I don't know, I feel like Dimitri would still have a wallet chain.
That's fair. I think
he pulled it off of him before they ran away.
I think if you want to do this test in a way that's not going to take quite a while, you'll have to do it.
Okay. Also, should I do a pull for making MacGyvering a trap for the wolf?
Yeah.
He is like a little MacGyver. That's kind of his skill, is he can MacGyver stuff.
Offering. Yeah, so we do a double pull.
I am.
Well, if it's something that you're good at, would you have to pull
Oh
for
yeah,
that?
that's true. Let's just do one pull, just to make the chemistry thing go fast. Thanks for keeping me honest.
Okay. All right, so the
There's
chemistry
2
thing.
rules, and I memorized both of them.
That's how we got it. Forgot.
Okay, so he does have enough stuff in his bag. He still has the high heels. He's got the rope. That he's probably gonna have to borrow the hammock, and he somehow MacGyvers some kind of like a net that they put the food in, and if it traps it, the hammock will close over the wolf. He's figured it out.
They'll go whoop.
Just like you're not a real doctor and you're like, I'm gonna do doctor things. I'm not a real mechanical engineer, but we're doing engineering things.
The other way where I imagine this is a trap that they've made before, or something like it.
We've caught deer with this before and badgers, so this could catch a wolf. And then I did pull successfully, so he's able to just run a quick he pulls out a couple chemicals and puts them in a dropper, and then drops it on the wallet chain and waits for a reaction.
It kind of sizzles a little bit, and you get a sense that the chain itself is also in a sort of weird rubbery vinyl-y kind of material, but painted over with metallic paint to look very look like a realistic chain without being actually a metal chain.
This shouldn't be able to melt rubber, so that means that this isn't made of any type of synthetic material. So then he checks for if it's organic.
So how does it check if it's organic, or is it basically how if I'm going to tell you if it is or
it
isn't?
won't. So if it's synthetic, it shouldn't
it shouldn't. So what it sizzles. It sizzles if it's synthetic. It doesn't do anything if it's organic.
Which chemical is this exactly?
Well, it's kind of a it's such a name makeup product. Psilocybin acid, hydrolonic acid, some cayenne pepper, and lemon juice. I stole those from my mom's makeup kit and then from the kitchen, and it melts rubber. Or it's not supposed to melt rubber, or no, it does. I'm confused. Sorry, cut that out.
It looks like you can't quite tell what exact material this thing is made of, but it seems synthetic. Like these all seem like materials that are like something you would use to create a sort of body double, like maybe for a movie or something. But the detail is beyond perfect. Like the detail is like the best like body double or like gore double artist on the planet would spend 3 years making one of these doubles for like the biggest scene in a movie. But as you saw, there were like thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of them.
So he tests a couple different things. I do know things like obviously if you put like acid on like leather, it would go through the leather. If you put silicone on top of silicone, it will melt silicone. So he does a couple different things just to see what will melt the wallet chain. And he's trying to figure out what it's made of. Because it's rubbery, but he can't tell what the substance is made of.
I think the closest it feels like is like maybe vinyl. It's like somewhere between rubber and vinyl, or some sort of new kind of compound of both. But
And that
it's a
wouldn't-
little hard to tell exactly what.
He's not allowed to have real acid, so he's just gonna rule out that it's some kind of like synthetic rubber.
Yeah.
Are you narrating all this while you're saying it? Or?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I like to. Sometimes I really like the show MacGyver, and sometimes I like to talk about what I'm doing, like someone's filming me on a show,
Okay,
or like
good.
a podcast or something.
Because I didn't get much farther than like chemistry in high school, but I feel like the scientific method, just ruling something out because you don't have it doesn't make, like the acid one might have been an important test.
I'm 17 years old, mister. I'm not allowed to have acid.
I get you. I understand.
Okay, I have a junior chemistry set. It's the best I could get. I don't have a fake ID yet.
Jake looks. He's like, well, if we get out of this, I can probably get us I can probably get you some acid. It's not that hard. I know a guy.
Fuck yeah! I mean, yeah.
Do some tabs, do some like Hello Kitty Kush. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Let's talk about drugs after we get out of
I
here.
just encourage you to be careful, because with a trauma history, psychedelics can leave you, I don't know, can put you in a bad trip. You might be at risk of that.
Oh, tell me more. I like when you laugh. It's pretty.
Oh, well, thank you. I was gonna make a joke. I was just gonna ask if you detected any ectoplasm with that test.
Unfortunately, no. It's coming up. Everything's coming up inconclusive with the dropper.
I appreciate that you said that was a joke beforehand, and Bo still took it incredibly seriously.
I'm used to people laughing at me.
This looks over to Tyler like, I feel like you were going to say something about a plan. I really hope you have
I was going to check on with Drew. Is he still like PTSD or whatever?
He's still very like.
I think Tyler in his team detective group was like the leader of the bunch, and so this is him trying to like rally Drew and be like, hey man, you got to get together. Like, your son is here with us. Like, I know there's some fucked up shit happening right now, but
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we just gotta stick together, okay?
It's the first of my life. I wish I didn't dodge the draft.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't have admitted that out loud, mister.
We're all going to die. It doesn't matter.
I mean, we might not.
What makes you say we're gonna die? We're just.
Well, I mean, the large amounts of bodies falling outside. It's not a great sign for us.
I've seen things so much worse than this, just living out on the streets.
I need more specifics.
Sometimes it gets lonely out of the streets, and I've watched a man make love to a dumpster. Dumpsters are so versatile.
Is that man you? You seem to like dumpsters a lot. That's why I'm asking.
No, I was sleeping in the dumpster.
Oh God.
It was inadvertently a three-way. But it wasn't consensual because I didn't know it was happening.
Consent is important, folks.
Do you want me to run an STD test for you?
Probably, and tetanus, and maybe whatever other
Let's try to
test.
find a way out of here, and then we can do STD checks.
This looks like, maybe just go to the next room, or I don't know. I'm a little worried about whatever's in there, but.
I mean, there's no obvious way out of here other than through, I guess, so. Off we go. I actually asked Nicole, like, do you remember anything about what was in here when you were here earlier?
Oh, I thought it said. Sorry, it's. I thought it said sorry, or maybe it just went like it was like growling. But that's all. I don't know. There could also just been something on the ride, or like a speaker that was still working. I don't know. It was dark, and I was just running.
I don't know if we can take her with us, guys. She seems pretty messed up.
You're just
Can
gonna
you leave her here?
You're just gonna
Well,
leave?
no. But maybe someone has to stay with her, or we put her in. Well, I don't know. We don't have the hammock anymore. How do we carry her?
There's carts in front of us, right?
How many people can fit into a cart at a time?
They're seated for 3, but there's like a line of 5 carts, so up to 15 people can be on the ride for one of these. But it is also not a ride that like you have control over. It is like circling through, like stopping and then pausing for a moment and then kind of moving on, circling around the ride.
Maybe there's a emergency exit or something in another part of the ride.
So it's like, yeah, that would make sense. I feel like that's something they have to have, right? Like legally, like I don't know what OSHA was like in the
2000 feels bad considering what you've been through, but
for Nicole, I can just like piggyback carry her if I need to. I carried packs that weighed a lot less than this in Afghanistan, so I can pull this if I need to. I won't pretend like it's gonna be good for my back, but. Yeah, I can do it. I can do that. She goes and gets Nicole. Probably takes a belt to like kind of help like hold Nicole onto her, but she's got Nicole like draped around her, like holding around her shoulders to carry her. She's like, all right, just go into the next room.
All right. Yeah.
Do you know how to use a gun?
No.
I'm not.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not surprised.
Don't give the child the gun.
I'm not a child.
You're 17.
That's not a child. I can drive.
You can't even dodge the draft at this age. No offense.
I think you meant it as an offense.
I meant it a little bit as an offense. That was not cool. Why'd you dodge the draft?
I was scared. I wish I could say it was just I was going through like a hippie phase or something, but I was just scared.
Oh no, now you made me feel like an asshole.
It's history looks kindly on draft dodgers though, so I don't feel too bad.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, Jake, you didn't hear that? You didn't hear that? Sorry, I'm supposed to be running for Congress next year.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm running as a conservative, so yeah.
How did I guess?
But no, I just tell me what to do and I'll follow. All right, that's.
maybe we should get Nicole in the middle.
Yep.
The middle cart, and then we just all get in there, spread out evenly, so that we could all, just have each other's backs.
Right. And there is like the panel of a ride system. Again, that's like the thing the stoned teenager on the summer job would be operating to move things along. So if you wanted to expect that, you totally could. It's there.
I'll go take a look at this is like the ride operator, I'll go take a look at it, see if I could.
Yeah. Are you pretty tech? I guess you're just not tech savvy. That's like a whole bit.
That's a win.
You want me to go with you, mister?
How could it's a button and some stuff. I'm sure buttons aren't that weird to me.
I mean, you really seem to fail at life so far, so it might be good if someone comes with you.
This is a high stress situation, but we don't need to be sniping at each other. Like Nissa says that and then just kind of withdraws, just goes back to focusing on getting Nicole secured around her. You go.
I want to go see is there a emergency off switch? Is there a lights a house lights type of thing?
Yeah, go and make a poll.
Jesus. Just for looking at it?
Oh, man.
Just for looking.
Oh, man.
That blew up 3, I think.
Yeah.
3.
No, that's just sliding out. Just so you guys know, from our angle, it looks like a really nice tower. From
This angle is
Right in the middle.
Yeah, we gotta get some from over in this.
As you're searching around, you kind of open the little cabinet panel under it, and then there is instructions under it, pretty clear as day, because again, they have to be operated by 16-year-olds.
Okay.
And that's maybe the stupidest age group on the planet.
Hey!
But it looks like you can. The thing that pops out to you though is you can start and stop the ride. But if you you can stop the ride, but not turn on the brakes. So if you wanted to put people into the cart and then push it at your own pace, you could definitely do that. If you hit the right combination of buttons, or if you just wanted to keep going at its own pace, you can as well. But that will give you less control over starting and stopping if you see that emergency exit.
So reading these instructions, we can ride this through, but we won't be able to stop once it starts. Or we can just, I could cut the power and we could push these through, but it's gonna take a couple of us to actually push it.
It sounds like it would take energy to push it, but imagine how the hell are we going to get Nicole out of these carts while they're in motion if we can't stop them?
This goes I can carry Nicole for at least a couple hours before I'm going to wear her out.
I mean, how fast do we think this thing is going to go?
Have we seen them go?
Yeah, they've come through. It's slow. It's very much a chill, dark ride of let's go through these nice little scenes of cartoon animals playing.
So it might not be too bad.
Okay.
And you do hear from that first space, the first room that the carts were going through, the sound of just a wounded whine. It's sounds animal-like.
I ask Nicole, does that sound like what you heard before?
No, I didn't hear anything before, honestly. Nicole shakes her head no, I don't. I heard it sounded sorry, but it didn't sound. I don't know if that's even what I heard. Really, I don't know. That just sounded like a sad dog to me. Not that I was ever allowed to have pets growing up. I guess no, maybe not ever. Maybe won't ever get to have a pet.
Don't say it like that. We're gonna get out of here.
Okay. We'll get out of here. And you hear that whine again. That
I guess we got to go forward.
Yep.
All right. Let's go into the next space. Jake and Drew train. I'll say Nissa probably goes up first and kind of does a little short little pistol look around I don't see anything obvious. And as you push in, you see the first room. There's a bunch of animatronics. It looks like an arts and crafts room, basically. Like a blown up cutesy cartoon kindergarten arts and crafts room with a few different animals. There's like a cute cartoon fox animatronic off in one corner, like painting something. A cartoon owl, like holding a book in its talons. Again, all very like animatronic, run down, looking to be a little broken. And you see like Pip the cat. It's the black cat, purple with like a red eye and one eye that looks like it's just been kind of pulled out of the animatronic, sitting on or standing on like a ladder that's kind of overlooking the exit to the next room. And then sitting in front of a table covered in like very childish drawings is the dog animatronic, except it looks so much less cartoony than the others. Its fur is much more lush, but also like matted and dirty. And it's like kind of, it's human shaped. A lot of the animals are kind of like anthropomorphized, but this one looks less like an animatronic and more like a big guy wearing a like a ratted, dirty fursuit. Complete with like the little ears and stuff. And you hear the whimpering again, and it's coming from.
I think that animatronic's probably busted, right? It wasn't probably making that noise before.
Hey, is that who is that? It's coming from the animatronic or the dog sitting over the table. Is one there?
Hello?
Hi, is that? Oh my God, is that? Are you real? Are you a real person?
Holy shit, guys.
Is this an interactive part of the ride?
No, I'm Ben. My name's Ben.
Ben, what are you doing there?
I guess this is just what I am. I'm Benny the dog.
Okay.
You guys should probably go.
Okay.
No, we can't leave it.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'm just asking.
Are we stopped in here? Like, have the carts stopped in this room?
Wait, did you leave the carts kind of running through, or are you like just pushing? Or I guess we're not really
decided.
We
the carts
decided
are
to
kind of
run.
slowly running through. There isn't one right now, but you do get a sense in a few minutes there might be another one coming.
Okay.
Can you move, Ben?
I'm trying really hard not to.
Why?
It's Pip or Phil or Porco. I don't know who he wants me to. It wants me. Maybe it's the park. I don't know. It wants me to do things that I don't want to do. And he's still facing away from all of you, just like looking right at the table. And he senses his body's just kind of shaking and shivering a little bit.
Guys, should one of us jump out and help him?
Do you need help, Benny?
I think it's too late for me.
Do you need medical attention?
I think it's too late for that too. I'm sorry. If you could. He takes a deep breath and he turns to look at you, and it looks like someone has like reshaped and grafted on like a wolf snout onto like a human, like a very human face, or it looks like a wolf's face, like somewhat animatronic, but also a little taxidermied, with like the mouth isn't really like moving when he talks, but it's very clear that's where the voice is coming from. And his eyes are like just a deep blue and very, very human. He's there like, could you kill me?
Jesus.
Please?
Don't you maybe need to can't you just like take that off your face?
No, it is my face. It's my face now. But could you... I'm sorry. And he looks at Nicole and goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Girl, I didn't mean to do that to you. I'm sorry. It's what Pip wanted. It's what Pip wanted."
I look around at everyone. I'm just like, I haven't seen anything like this out on the road. Should we just go?
Don't just go. Or if you're not gonna kill me, then okay, I'm gonna say this. And if you're not gonna kill me when I say this, you need to start running, okay? Is that an okay from everybody?
That's a lot to take in.
Okay, I don't want to do this. But you're here now. And there's nothing I can do about that, but there might be a way out. Belinda made it out. I saw her make it out. That might have been a lie. This park likes to lie. This park lies. But there's this cable car, you might have seen it. It kind of circles around the park, but it goes out of the park too. And there was... we got to the one that looks like a big sphere, the Fantasio. And if you get to the top of it, you can just, if you jump, you can catch the car, the little cable car. And it'll take you out. And maybe you can jump out, try to grab a tree. That was our plan. It's what Belinda and I tried to do. And she did it. We made it that far. We fought through everything. We were so hurt and so scared, but she made it onto that cart. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't grab onto it. I don't know why. And it's just whenever I close my eyes, I just see her looking back at me, just scared and sad, like she knows I'm dead now because I am to her. I am to her, but she made it out, and so could you. Okay? Okay?
Can't you just come with us?
If you're gonna kill me, you need to do it right now.
I don't want to kill him.
Guys, I'm 17. I'm not killing anybody.
I look at Nissa.
Nissa looks like I don't want to be in charge. I'm not going to be in charge, okay?
Okay.
It's not. If I'm in charge, bad things happen, so he needs to make his choice. It's not going to be me.
I want to help him, but it's clear that he's the one that gave Nicole that gash. I'm concerned that he's dangerous.
Yeah, I'm very dangerous. Kill me.
Can we just like, you seem in control for a second. What if we just tie you up?
Who's closest to Benny right now?
I probably came in. I was probably in the first cart of people.
Oh, Jeremy.
He goes, I'm sorry. I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. Like gets up from the table with surprising speed, pushes the table back. The table like flies up, hitting the wall. He turns and reaches out the claw at you. I'm gonna do a pull to avoid the dodge this.
Okay.
That has the tower looks lovely. Oh.
Well, that's only half the battle.
All right. You're able to dodge the claw back, but he continues after you. What is everyone doing now?
I'm reaching in my bag to see if I can't find something.
I think I still have the stupid inflatable machete.
It's a foldable
machete. Oh, that makes more sense than inflatable. I was like,
I think I have the inflatable flare. I could light the flare and like shoot it at him, which wouldn't kill him, but it would
distract him enough.
Yeah.
We run.
He is about to lunge for Jeremy again to his claws. And Jeremy seems like he is not in a position to dodge. When the flare comes up, gives a snarl, looks, his eyes are still very human, but look very angry. And now that mouth is moving with his canine teeth. And he starts to lunge, going for you next.
No shit!
To make a pull for us.
Better not die a virgin.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Beautifully done.
Oh gosh.
Benny like swipes claws at you, and as you dodge back, he probably takes like some of the shirt with his claws, but doesn't actually.
Wow, my halter top! My costume! My sister's gonna kill me!
Jake bolts for the next room. He is gone, and Drew is like kind of stumbling after him. Nissa is like turns and is starting to back up. Like, guys, we should probably move, and is like aiming her gun at Benny.
I'll shoot him.
All right, she shoots several times, and Benny just keeps going for like each shot makes him like back a little bit, and you see flecks of like fur and blood come through, but also like bits of like sparks come as well when he gets shot. And he just keeps moving forward, like, guys, I told you to run. Okay. I told you to run.
We're running.
Okay, we're listening now.
Is there any? Are we able to just go into the next room?
Yeah.
Is there anything in here that's like big enough to like sort of like put in the way of him?
As you see the next room over looks like an arcade with lots of arcade machines and stuff kind of about that are all a little bit bigger than arcade machines should be. It's kind of the blown out, like fun, like Dark Ride arcade. And you definitely see, like, if you get through, you could probably topple one of those over and maybe put something in its path.
I bolt.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like look back at everyone and say, come on. Don't let it kill the kid.
Who's got Nicole right now?
Nissa's got Nicole.
Okay.
She's still backing up
So
and
everyone-
firing.
Okay.
And so everyone can get through.
Yeah, but when you say that, Nissa like stops, like puts her gun down, turns to run after the rest of them.
Okay.
And the next room, it is, again, another one of rooms where it seems like they had a great idea, but didn't quite have the right amount of execution or budget to execute. It's an arcade space with lots of fake arcade games, like the screens don't even light up. They just kind of look painted on. I think it's the same kind of collection of animals all playing games at the arcade. And Benny's starting to you see Benny drop to all fours and start to do strangely fast for him having like human limbs, just kind of like gallop like at you as he goes to the door.
Tyler's intrusive thoughts as he's helping Jeremy throw a arcade machine. It's like, I think I've seen this on TikTok. Running on all fours.
I'm yelling at everyone too. I'm like, help us knock this over. And I'm trying to with Tyler, knock over a full machine just to get in his way.
All right, yeah, make a pull. These machines are very heavy. They're 150% the size of an arcade machine.
Or who's?
Can we pull with advantage?
Yeah. If you want to pull together, if you want to mechanically explain to me, we're going to pull together. I think that's worse. If you kind of want to get one out a little bit, that you have an easier reach.
Yeah, I want to. Shared action, so we both put it.
How about just if I fuck it up, that we both die? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you get the arcade down, and you see the entrance. I would say, who's at the front right now? I know you two are near the back, tossing something. I guess. Well, Jake and Drew are already in the next room, so you can't really see them. But Natalie, as you see into the next room, you see it's barely a flash. You see for a millisecond, but somewhere in the next room is a green sign of that is a lit, and it is that kind of light green that you would recognize as an exit sign.
Oh my God, I found the exit. It's in the next room.
And Benny gets to the arcade and the arcade cabinet and stops and tries he basically tries to do a little jump over it and stumbles a little bit, buying you enough time to get to this next room before he gets to you all.
Okay, I'll run.
Yeah, I just I'm sprinting, making sure that that I keep sort of looking back, seeing where he is in regards to us.
All right, everyone's in this next space. The next room looks like a library. It's There's a couple shelves. It looks like they kind of wanted to do like maybe a little library maze that the ride system goes through, but then just ran out of time and budget, which is a recurring theme your characters are starting to notice about this ride. The second all of you are inside, all of the books light on fire. There's an owl at a bookshelf, just kind of like, it looks like the animatronic is supposed to be flipping through books, but it's just also on fire. It's like feathers and like the rubberiness of it sloughing off under the fire. And it is suddenly very, very hot. But you can see off to the right, behind a bookshelf is a little exit, like the classic green van kind of half stepping out exits.
Do we have to go through the fire to get to that exit?
Through a lot of things that are on fire.
Don't Detroit, run this.
They are up at the. You can kind of see that they're coughing, but they're up at the bookshelf that like is blocking the exit, and they're trying to move, but they're struggling.
Okay.
Is Benny still pursuing us?
Yeah, you hear like the door to this room kind of closes behind you, and then you hear like a as something hits against it, and then another and on the third one it is gonna burst. Get out of here.
Yeah. I take my jacket off and I try to ignite it in the fire and throw it at the door so that there's like just fire in his way when he gets through the door.
Yeah, make a pull. He's making all the.
That's like a good pull.
Yeah.
Oh God, they all feel so precarious. Oh gosh.
The pull's more to not to set yourself on fire.
No, that's fair.
Oh, why is it this one?
It's good. It's not a load-bearing one.
You get the jacket on fire, like right as one of the flames is about to reach a part of you that you don't want to be on fire. You're able to whip it out. Benny bursts through the door and then immediately gets just a face full of on fire jacket. Tumbles, rolls, like does a roll on the ground as he struggles to get unstuck from this flaming jacket that's on him. Part of his fur starts to light on fire. You hear a from him as he struggles on the ground. But the room is still on fire, and Jake and Drew are still like, help us with this fucking thing, guys, come on!
Okay. You go over.
You might be able to hack at the bookshelf with your foldable machete.
Yeah, I don't know. I do that. Or try to do that.
It is a sturdy bookshelf. I don't think that's the hackings. Like, as you cut into it, you probably do cut like one of the boards down. But it's gonna take more hacking to
not
trying
helping.
to pull it like that.
Well, no, I think I got it stuck and I was like, okay, this is not working. And I
Does the
refold it.
bookshelf still have books on it? Like, can we throw the books out to make it lighter? Or are they on fire?
The books are on fire, but they don't seem like the books are on the shelf, and it seems like you could probably pull them off. They don't look like they're made of they're not actual books. They're kind of like placeholder, like the fake books you see on like a IKEA shelf in the store.
Oh, so they're maybe not that heavy, really.
You get a sense that like at the very least pulling them off couldn't hurt. Like the handle's probably behind some of them. Yeah, if you want to do that, if you want to do it quick and not catch yourself on fire, you'll need to make a pull.
Oh God, I don't think I've made a pull yet. So I've only been doing medical stuff.
Stuff you're good at.
Oh God.
Maybe more towards the top?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or it's
right.
less load bearing?
I mean, this guy is just like peeking at me.
Oh. He said no.
Let's see, how are we doing?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay,
The magic.
come on out. Okay. Great. I'm not
Those
shaking the table.
steady ICU doctor hands.
Yeah, your hands are so much steadier. I'm like, here I go.
Yeah, you're able to get you're able to like pull the books, like your hands, You feel like the heat, like it hurts, but you don't suffer any like serious burns. You pull the books off, making the bookshelf much lighter. Benny's gestures and throws off the jacket, looks at Jeremy again, because you're the one that's fucking with him so much, and he starts to lunge at you, but is not looking at all at the fact that everyone else is getting this bookshelf done right now, or down.
I'm trying to just like back away as fast as I can towards everyone else as they do this.
All right, so you're leading Benny to the group. What's everyone doing for the bookshelf right now? Jeremy and, I keep saying Jeremy, Jake and Drew are like backing up as you all arrive. Like their hands look burnt from their attempts, and they need someone else to take over their attempt to throw this bookshelf down and get to the door behind it.
I'm looking in my bag to see if I have any like bear mace or something.
I'd say you probably have
straight up
Bear mace.
Yeah.
And I think I chuck it for you because he's chasing you so that you can mace Benny.
You say Bo is good at making passes. Is that a Bo is sportsy guy?
I'm not.
All right, make a pull.
Shit. Damn my honesty.
Oh, geez. Oh, God. This bear mace is going to explode in my face.
Wait, you said 2 hands.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
Yep.
Stay up. So much better than it. This is good tumbling block tower skills. Yeah, you catch the bear mace.
Okay.
You got the bear mace in hand.
I'm afraid to use it.
It ignites.
I just start spraying wildly at Benny, and just as much as I can, as someone who's been hit with mace before, I feel like I know that at least to keep it well in front of me.
You know, I don't think you need to pull for this because you've been hit with mace. And you're just basically spraying randomly in front of you. It does a light, like it as you spray it. Another like a stream of fire hits Benny full in the face. You see, as it hits him in the face, you hear the bookshelf crashing behind us as you're able to get it down, and you see Benny. He gives one last look at you, and he looks just so sad before his eyes melt inside their sockets and run jelly-like down his furry, like wolf-grafted cheeks, and he collapses to the side. But the door is now open.
As I'm spraying, and I spray well past his death. And
Like, Jeremy, we gotta go!
And then I throw the bear mace at him, and then I run.
And you, as you get through the door, you see that there is a path. The bodies are still falling from the sky, but there are 2 lanes, both of which lead to a different ride set before you. The bodies, at this point, it looks like Moses has parted the Red Sea, except it is a sea of bodies. On the left is a roller coaster that looks very much like they were trying to do a roller coaster themed after Twisted Sister, but then lost the rights halfway through because it's called the Sister Twister. And it looks a lot of rock and roll themes. And on the other side is what is very obviously a log flume with like a very nice winery vibe to it called the Terroir La Tombe.
Are we like, do we all like bust out of there?
Yeah,
The places. Do we have to make a snap decision on where we go, or like?
You probably don't have to. There is a moment to make this choice, but there are 2 choices. And this looks like that was so fucked.
Who says that?
Nissa.
Nissa, okay.
I look over at the log flume, like visibly like scared of that one, and I'm just like roller coasters sound good to me, right?
I mean, considering how messed up the kiddie ride was.
I mean, both of them are probably gonna be fucked, so let's just pick one.
I wonder if at least on a roller coaster we might get some visibility on the park as a whole.
That's a good idea.
You're into ghosts and stuff. What do ghosts like to haunt more? Log flumes or roller coasters?
You really want the answer?
I mean, yeah.
Log flume. They really like log flumes.
Why do you know that?
It's on Reddit.
Where?
On hauntedlogflumes.org.
r/haunted log
r/haunted log flumes.
Jesus, I gotta.
Jake is like, yeah, no, I think I've been on that subreddit before. There was like 5 active users.
1, 2.
Yeah, I guess I was one of them.
It's a lot for the ghost hunting
I
community.
don't know. I hear that, but like, I feel like ghosts right now. If I saw a ghost, I would be like, oh my God, thank God, just a ghost.
Right? Like that's
So-
more normal
Yeah, ghost
compared to whatever's
versus a
happening.
monster.
So, I vote log flume. Drew looks like I also vote log flume. This goes. I'm not voting. Whatever we go, I'm going with. I don't want to make any decisions. I just want to follow this through. Okay, I'm freaking out right now.
Roller coaster. We could get up high, and they said we need to find what's the Fantasio.
Oh yeah, the big sphere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty important. And I've got gear. I don't just have ghost hunting gear. I mean, if we went to the log flume, I'd probably be better equipped, but so far I've been able to take stuff out of my pack and help. So if there's monsters in there, maybe there's something in my pack for that.
Okay, so sounds like the vote's roller coasters.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay. Somebody pull a block.
Oh, I'm scared.
Oh,
As you make your first step towards the sister twister, the door behind you bursts open and a wolf on fire with no eyes bursts up and starts swiping at anything he can. Who's closest to the door right now? Actually, I think Drew's probably closest. He takes a swipe at Drew. You see like a gash just come off of Drew's arm, flesh trailing behind on Benny's front claws. As he then senses Jeremy somehow probably by accident, and starts lunging towards Jeremy.
you asked me to kill you.
Take another pull.
You wanted to be killed.
Oh, this orange one looks like it wants to come out.
I was wrong.
Oh, that one.
That one feels good. Why are my hands so shaky?
They're so shaky.
Deep breath.
All right, you're able to push him back, but as he does, he just swings another wild swing to the right at Tyler.
Oh, rude.
Like you're basically more getting caught in the crossfire right now.
I'm sorry, Tyler. I should have just taken the hit. I feel like all these ones at the bottom should work, but they just don't. I need more potassium so we can stop shaking.
All right, how do you fend Benny off from?
I take out this foldable machete from a literal teenager and I just slash at him.
Right, it cuts deep into Benny's side. You hear another you see blood and oil start to pour out around it, and he tears it away in a way that it makes the machete tear away from your hand. And
Okay.
it's stuck at his side.
And then
As he turns around and does another claw, Natalie.
Oh god. I'm not prepared for this.
And And as he does, he just keeps screaming, I'm sorry! I told you I'm sorry!
That's Jeremy's future problem.
How do you get away from Benny?
Oh, how do I get away? Maybe because he slashed Drew and then he went for some other people, right? So I ran to Drew to help him and it moved me away. Maybe.
Okay, yeah. As you move to help Drew, and Drew kind of half catches you and half turns and stumbles, and Benny, as in his lunge for you, gets all of his claws right into Drew's back, claws down. You hear Drew go, fuck! And the claws reach through basically down to his waistline and tug out, and Drew just topples face down onto the ground, just kind of getting like little foam kind of coming from his mouth. And then Benny stops, is panting, looks with eyeless sockets to each of you, because I told you to run, and collapses. I think we'll end our first episode there with a nearly fallen tower, a few injured people, and a path to a heavy metal roller coaster. All right.
Till next time.